Welcome back, guys, to episode 35 of Light Novels Fiends. This is Adamar.
Biggest gamer.
And today we are talking about Damn Reincarnation.
Yes, sir.
Before we get into it, though, I said I was going to do it last week. I forgot to do it. But this week, I'm going to do it at the beginning of the video so you guys know. During the video every week when I timestamp the videos, there's always going to be a little section so that you can look at it and be like, it's called Next Week's Reads. So you always know, like, if you don't not like it when we're talking about this week, you just go to that little section and be like, what are they talking about next week? You know, let me see if I like that. Mm-hmm. And then if you like that, then you can catch up with us. So you know next week you come up, you know what we're talking about. All right?
Yeah.
Just have it there so it's easy for you guys. But with that, let's get into Damn Reincarnation, bro. It was savage.
So, usually, like, we said, like, 50 chapters. So, but obviously, I got so invested, I was like, I'm gonna keep reading until I caught up. And I caught up, because we were supposed to read at 300. Yeah. But then we both realized, I realized first, I was like, this is terrible. I said, don't stop at 300.
You were right.
But he was at 280. And I was like, just wait till you get there. He's like, oh yeah, you're right.
100%, bro.
Because it's in the middle of the biggest fight of the entire novel 100%. So far. And I was just like, we can't just stop here. Yeah. And then the fight finishes like a few chapters after. Yeah. But then I just kept reading because there's like a few more chapters. I was just like...
You were in go mode.
I wasn't go mode.
Sometimes that happens. Like, you get to such a good part of the novel and you're just like, F everything else. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm doing right now, bro. And so I feel if I had more time, I think I would have been on that type of time. I read into the end of the end of the fight. Chapter 302 is the last chapter?
Yeah.
So up to the end of 302 is the last chapter of this fight. We'll get into it at the end since it's the climax of these 50 chapters. But let's start with where were we right before we left off?
So they were... What were they doing at the beginning? Oh. Right at the beginning at 250, it's kind of a blur because they were in the middle of something.
They were in the middle of something. Oh, we should have had this on deck.
Yeah, we didn't write the notes for this week because I just kind of got into it and then I forgot.
Oh wow, we were in He was touring. I can't believe that was. It feels like so long ago. He was touring Hellmouth.
Oh my god!
Right, that feels like forever ago.
It feels these chapters are long.
They're dumb long, guys.
And like so much happened within the last 30 chapters. Yeah. I feel like the last 30 chapters was 100 chapters with how much
for you, I'd say it's actually perfectly split, guys. 250 to 270 is its arc, and then 270 to 275 is the side story. Which is cool.
Yeah,
we've been needed that side story.
It was a crazy side story.
And then 275 to 302 is another whole crazy arc. And so the beginning there in Hellmouth.
So they're going there because
it's Eugene, Christina,
and Anise.
Christina / Anise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Emmer. So they went to Hellmouth because they wanted to go capture Raiska's hatchling. Mm-hmm. Because they needed her, because she's his only bloodline to resonate with Akasha. Yep. To go find him in the
dimensional
voidless dimension.
Yeah.
I call it voidless because there's nothing there.
Okay.
So they go in there. They're getting ready to hatch a plan to sneak in.
Yep.
And then, out of nowhere,
here she comes.
Norga Bella comes out of nowhere.
Hey, I'll help.
She's like, I'm gonna go help him start the next war. And I was like, she's crazy.
The thing is, which was very crazy, she didn't really explain why she was helping him. She kept telling him, I just want to help you. I'll do anything you want. I'll help you. And he's like, why? What's wrong with you?
Well, she wants, the war to start.
Yeah, so we know that. But Eugene's
he doesn't know that.
Eugene's what the heck? What is happening here? This lady is crazy. Why do you want me to take down this castle? What is it doing for you? And Norga Bella actually helped him get in the castle. Remember, guys, this is a flying castle. Mm-hmm. So he can't just jump up there like other people because obviously it's very eye-catching. So he wants to do a secret op mission.
It also took me a second to realize it was flying.
Mm-hmm. Really?
I forgot that it was flying until they said, oh, it's falling to the ground. I was like, oh,
are you
it's
serious?
fine. Yeah, I didn't realize. I thought
that was such a blatant plot point.
I didn't realize it until it was falling. I was like, it makes so much sense now.
Oh
Something messed with my head. I don't know what messed with my head.
Bro, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
So Jagan doing the big thing didn't resonate with you?
Not in the... So when he jumped up in the air and destroyed like the barrier, I was like, oh, it's on the ground. He just jumped really high and just smashed down on it. Not he jumped in the air and did like a Superman punch into it.
He Superman did.
He did, but in a different way in my head.
Okay.
Until I realized it was falling on the ground. So then I reimagined it. I was like, oh, so that's actually what happened. Yeah. It was still cool either way.
Yeah. It was. But before we get there, Eugene successfully... Well, actually, before we even get into that, Eugene goes to the old location of the Moonlight Sword. And he meets a random demon from back in the day who was kind of trash. I think his name's Ronald. Mm-hmm. Something like that. He's dead. Alright. Eugene
by accident.
Super by accident. And Eugene actually gets another piece of the Moonlight Sword and makes it a third of the way up. Mm-hmm. And now with a third of the Moonlight Sword, it condenses into like a sword light basically whenever he uses it. So it's like, it got like a crazy power.
It's kind of like Sword Force. They call it like Sword Force.
Yeah, he got the Sword Force.
Yeah.
He kills Ronald, he explodes the mine, and the mine was where the old location of the Moonlight Sword was, so that was why it was kind of important, but there was no ramifications. He did that real quick, except Christina yelled at him, which was hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny.
And that's when Norgabella showed up. The plan is hatched. Eugene shows up to the castle. He's like, I'm going to secretly do this. As soon as he shows up to the castle, we meet the dragon hatchling. We also find out she's a dragon princess.
Yeah, or Duchess.
Duchess, yeah. And she was hilarious, bro.
Bro, she's so funny, Rhaenyra.
Funny in a horrible way, though.
Yeah, so she has the classic, what's it called?
She's a young master, bro.
Yes, the young mistress.
Yeah,
she's the classic young mistress. This lady will forgive you. Yeah, she talks in the third person.
I loved it. I loved it so much because the fact that everybody around there is like, what kind of load of this girl, bro? Like, what is happening? Like, she's just talking nonsense. Mm-hmm. And it was crazy because as soon as Eugene showed up, she was there.
Yeah.
Like, and I guess it was super random because she has been stuck in captivity her whole life. Like, so she's like 200 years old. She has not, like, she has not left her room for 200 years.
Yeah, which was crazy when they said that. I was like, they just kept her, they didn't even let her roam the castle. Oh. They just kept her in a room for 200 years.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
And, like...
And she was just watching TV the whole time.
Well, I think she was just chilling the first, like, 100-something years until they created TV.
Oh, you're right.
Because they didn't even have TV for most of it. She was just, like, reading newspaper... Or she couldn't read the news, actually. So she was just, like, reading random books. So she read a lot of, like, fantasy novels. And that's why she talks, like, how she talks so much. And she's, like, has all these crazy scenarios in her head. And Eugene shows up, and he starts fighting her. And I thought it was going to be a whole different type of fight. Because, like, we thought, like, the hatchling would be strong. Like, obviously not, like, super strong, but, like, decently strong. And she's basically clueless. She's never fought a day in her life.
Yeah, like, the armor, like, when he's not trying, the armor doesn't, or his weapons don't pierce her.
Yeah.
But, like, he just basically just flicks her in the head.
Yeah.
With where her gem is, which is, like, her weak point, and she just starts screaming.
Yeah, and her weak point is because it's, it has her father's dragon heart in it.
Yeah, a piece of it.
Yeah, that controls,
the whole dragon, castle.
Yeah. And it's connected to the dragon castle and connected to Rhaenyra so that Rhaenyra has basically no free will.
Yeah, so the dragon castle is a prison, so she's not allowed to leave.
And so we get that. Eugene convinces her, like, hey, go back for a little bit. I'm going to kidnap you tomorrow because while this is happening, we have this count. Do you remember the count's name?
No.
Yeah.
Probably a side character.
I think his name is Cannon, but I feel like that's wrong.
No, it's like a V.
V?
Yeah.
Vistro. I don't know.
That might be close.
I don't remember his name at all, bro. But there's a count, and what's important is that he hires Jagan, which is, if you guys remember, the leader of the demon beasts.
Yes.
And
he killed his own father.
Oberyn.
Yes, because he was like, in his head is like, he respects the strong. So when he became strong enough to kill his father, he's like, I no longer respect you, so I kill you.
Crazy
I was like,
viewpoint.
That logic is insane.
And you can tell he's insane.
Yes.
And he's a subordinate of the Demon King of Destruction. But he gets rented out for hire as a mercenary, basically, by this count.
Yeah, because he loves to fight.
And it was hilarious, because the count was like, alright, so they, the four divine generals who were in the Dragon Duchess's, castle, like, surrender, basically. They send them a surrender to the count, and the count's like, alright, so they surrendered. All we gotta do is show up, take the dragon hatchling's head, put it on a spike, call it a day. And Dragon's like, you hired me to kill people. I'm going to kill people. Either I kill them, or I kill you.
Yo, he said that. I was like, that's crazy.
I was like, bro, what the heck? Like, I could not imagine my, like, mercenary saying that, like, hey, I'm gonna pay whatever, bro, but you can take all the glory, but either I'm killing them or I'm killing you, I'm killing somebody. That terrified me, bro.
Made me laugh, bro. I was like, no way.
He's so, like, he's just crazy.
Oh, yeah. Side note.
Yeah.
The whole reason Rhaenyra got, obviously, they let her out. They wanted her to, like, parade her around as, like...
The Divine Generals wanted her to.
Yeah, the Divine Generals let her out. They want to say, like, oh, she's the new Duchess, because they wanted to...
Scapegoat.
Yeah, a scapegoat to end the war quickly.
If they just take... They were thinking, the Divine Generals were thinking if they just kind of offer Rhaenyra's head...
They'd be out.
They'd be out. They take Rhaenyra's head, everybody else lives free, nobody else has to die.
Yeah, classic political struggle.
Yep. Then we get... Eugene's sitting around. He could kidnap Rhaenyra right away, but he's like, let me wait until the demon beasts come up here, create a scene so it's easier to take her away without nobody noticing.
Yeah.
That's the original plan. Demon beasts show up. Jagan does some crazy stuff.
Knocking everybody off.
For real. And I don't know how high up the castle was, but I'm assuming, let's just say a mile.
Bro.
Because they said it was descending for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And it was pretty high up in the sky. And this man, Superman, jumped. That's why I thought it was so crazy, bro. Superman jumped into the sky above the castle and one punched it. Destruction. Destroyed the whole barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it was so sick.
He one punched everyone.
Oh, he did, yeah.
he didn't let anyone go.
He literally killed everybody. The four divine generals like, oh, Rhaenyra's over here in this part of the castle. And they're like, okay. Killed all four of them.
Killed them immediately.
It was bad. And those four divine generals, they don't deserve that title. They were trash.
Because the author was like, yeah, in the past when they fought, they could have been strong, but then he was like, but they haven't fought in 200 years. And then he even made a comment saying, one of the guys is like, I don't even remember how to fight. And I was like, what?
That made me laugh so hard, bro.
No way they said that.
And I think it was the war general, too.
Yes.
He's like, I don't even remember how to use my power, bro.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy.
You know what that is? You just, like, forget how to, like swing a sword, bro.
Yeah, they're fat and old now.
And you were, like, a peak monster back in the day?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Jagan comes in there, he wrecks stuff. And Eugene's like, alright, it's time, there's a lot of chaos going on. I'll destroy the core of the demon castle, and then Rhaenyra and I could go away. But right before he does it, he's like, hold up. I need to kill this man.
Let me cook.
Bro, I didn't think he was going to kill that man.
Bro, he cooked them.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad.
I didn't really know, like, the author, like, was kind of hinting at how strong Eugene was.
Yeah.
But he didn't give us a good estimate
until
we fought Jagan.
Yeah.
Dragon. And that's when I was like, wait, Eugene's super strong.
I thought he was top 15. He's top 5.
Actually, you're right. He is top 5.
He's top 5.
He is top 5.
Jagan got wrecked. Like, Jagan didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, Eugene didn't get a scratch on it. It was just like, it was kind of like one of those, like, 55-45 fights where it looks even.
Yeah.
But, like, Jagan is not getting any head at all. Like, even though, like, physically he's, like, superior to Eugene, and, like, his dark power could, like, one-shot him, Eugene was like, you're not touching me, bro.
Yeah, that was, like, clearly stated throughout the battle multiple times. Like, Jagan was like, if I just hit him one time, I'll kill him. But, like, he couldn't.
No.
Eugene's like, bro, you're not touching me.
He's too fast, too agile.
Too agile.
Evasive. And
the Moonlight Sword finally showed its destructive might in this fight.
Anything that it touches,
boom,
destroyed. Nothing.
Also, I gotta say, Prominence really showed up in this fight.
Bro.
I think before it was really like low key how strong it was.
It reminds me of like Sasuke's like Rinnegan, where you just kind of TP everywhere.
Yeah.
I actually loved it, because I was like, that's so sick.
But I thought that's all it did, you know? And then like this fight right here showed that it's way stronger than that. It's not just teleporting.
I mean, teleporting on its own is still OP.
It is OP, but like if that was it, then like I felt like it was a signature.
A little bit of letdown.
Yeah. But it seems like basically they kept saying it multiple times throughout these 50 chapters. It like kind of takes place of ignition, and that it like powers up his mana from the. It takes in the surrounding mana and like gives it to Eugene.
Yeah.
In the area, so he's like constantly getting supplied like a huge amount of mana, and it's like. It's basically like a mini ignition.
Yeah. So. Feathers of Prominence and Eclipse.
Yeah.
Two such badass.
Oh yeah. Like Eclipse Swords.
I love Eclipse. It was so funny when they were making fun of her name in Eclipse. I was like, Eclipse is such a badass name.
Same, bro. I was like, Eclipse is it, bro.
And same with Prominence. I was like, every time I hear Prominence, I just think of Endeavor. Prominence, burn! I just think of it every time.
Well, I gotta say, those names are fine. And I know why he's scared of his names, because, like, I'm not gonna lie, some of his old names are pretty good, too. Yeah. I can't.
The only funny one is the Sewer Rampage.
That's exactly what I was gonna say,
bro. That's so funny. Like, who thinks a Sewer Rampage?
And the fact that, like, I'm not gonna lie, when you, like, read a lot of Wuxia World novels, they have a lot of techniques that they just yell out. That you're just, like, used to yelling out names. But, like, then I started thinking about it. Imagine you're fighting and you're just yelling out, a Sewer Rampage! Like, while you're fighting. I can see how he's so embarrassed about that. But honestly, Jagan got wrecked. He transformed mid-battle into like his destruction mode basically, because I guess whatever Demon King you're pledged to, like you get some of their power.
Yeah, so he was using his dark power, but like it was like a double-edged sword where it gave him a lot of power, but it ate away his body.
Yeah.
And so when Eugene used the Moonlight Sword, the double-edged sword obviously came back on him. Yep. Combined with the Moonlight Sword. Killed his ass.
And it was a fire line. Eugene was started at the beginning of this fight with Jagan, he didn't destroy the core that was holding up the castle. But then while he was fighting Jagan, like halfway through the fight, Eugene destroys the core on his own. And Jagan's like, "Oh, do you think this fall is gonna hurt me?" And Eugene's like, "Nah, you're gonna die before this castle hits the ground. Before this castle hits the ground, bro."
I killed him.
And he was dead before the castle hit the ground. That was savage.
Wait, oh yeah, and Eugene, this is the crazy thing right after happened. Eugene was like, "You didn't die to Eugene Lionheart."
Yeah.
Hamill Dynast.
Yeah.
I was surprised he revealed that to him.
I was very surprised by that too.
Because he couldn't accept it. Jack was like, "No way.
No way a 21-year-old kid."
He's like, "This is too abnormal," which it is.
Yeah, it is.
But it is what it is.
Also, throughout these 50 chapters, they talked about Eugene's age so many times. Like, everybody he was fighting was like, 21-year-old kid is doing this? Like, it is crazy. And, like, I think, like, the more, like, we're fighting peak powers, the more it seems wild. Because I think when he's fighting, like, mid-level people, it's not as crazy. It's like, oh, he's just, like, kind of strong. But now, these 50 chapters, he was fighting peak powers.
Oh, yes.
And he was winning, you know? And so now it's like his age and his power is really like going crazy.
And now everyone's like monster.
And if he gets that suit, that dragon's the suit from that country from if he fights Princess Iris.
Yeah.
You know what that suit's called?
I don't remember what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
I want to call it a nano suit, but I know
because he made a bet with that guy.
Yeah.
He was like,
I think he's from the Swords of Shaoduin. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah. What was the bet on? I can't
remember.
remember.
They weren't betting. It was they did bet. Yeah. But Eugene didn't want to fight him, and the guy wanted him to fight him.
Oh, that's what it was.
And Eugene's like, "Nah, but if you want me to go help you capture Iris, I can do that. You just need to give me one of those suits."
Yeah, you're right.
And so we have that power up coming up. Obviously, he only has 6 cores right now. If he gets more cores,
also, yeah.
And he gets more moonlight. What else? There's a bunch of things he can do.
Bunch of power-ups ready on deck.
Yeah.
But after this whole thing, obviously, Norgabella hears him being called Hamill. And we found out that she has, like, one of those crushes on him, like those yandere crushes.
I don't know that word.
Oh, it's like one of those crazy women like in love with you to the point where like they want to kill you.
Oh wow, that's definitely her.
Yeah,
that's definitely her. And yeah, she's definitely on that type of time. And she also was like very. I think she kind of knew it was Hamill before Hamill even said it.
No, I don't think so.
Cause like it seemed like how they were talking, Hamill or Eugene like was like, "Oh, I said it because you would be an idiot if you didn't know by now." Cause remember?
Oh
they said
yeah,
that?
right. She kind of like had a thing.
Yeah.
Because like she was like, everyone's kind of like wondering like why is he
so like strong?
He's too strong.
Yeah. Like, and not even the strength. The strength is big, but it's the way he fights is full of experience.
Yeah, it's like he's too experienced for a 21-year-old. It's like if he was fighting since he was born.
Exactly, and even if he was, it still wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
And so, Norgabella finds out. Norgabella also does a huge alley on this. So obviously the whole castle comes down to the ground, destroys the whole like duchy. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
The whole duchy is basically ruined, and she Norgabella puts up a barrier around the whole duchy so that only the duchy is destroyed, and nothing else, and no news about Eugene is ever found out in this.
Or Mira, just all closed down. She was like, "I'll be waiting for you at my territory, or we'll kill each other."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's wild."
There is a bloodbath, and we also have a little inkling at the end where Norgabella's like, "Now that I'm at like Demon King power," and Eugene's like, "You're not at Demon King power," and she's like, "Guess you'll find out." And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like she's on Demon King power.
Yes, 100%. She's too strong.
Her and the Blade of Incarceration, which I still can't remember his name.
Oh.
Starts with a G.
Bro, I saw it, and
Yeah?
you said it, and then it just left my head. Oh, Gavin.
Gavin, and he uses a sword called Glory. And he has, so those are the two
Next targets.
next targets. Also with the third Duke, Rizuka?
Rizakia.
Rizakia? Rizakia? No, Rizakia.
No, Rizakia.
Rizakia. It was better when we called it Rizakia.
Rizakia makes more sense now.
Rizakia?
Yeah, but I like Rizakia. Rizakia sounds the most bad.
But that's just wrong.
I know!
Rizakia. Rizakia? It doesn't sound as good at all. Rizakia.
Rizakia sounds better.
Alright, Rizakia it is. That's the third. Those are the three Dukes. So right after this battle, we get a little side story, bro. Talk about the side story.
So the side story, we go back to their days as a party of heroes. And this is like, honestly, I didn't realize how long they were fighting this war. 16 years.
It's a long time.
So they were fighting for 16 years.
Like daily.
And it immediately starts off, so we always hear about that one time, so Hamill and Sienna are always like teaming up to do stealth because they're the perfect ones for it. And this is the part where they talk about that they run into Gavin. And the side story starts off right after they survive their encounter with him. And they talk about the injuries Hamill sustained. And the injuries he sustained over the last 16 years. My man is shaking. Like he has arthritis.
Yeah.
Like
worse
that's how bad like his body's messed up. Because he was saying like, my body is shaking because it's telling me to stop.
Yeah.
Like, I'm putting it through a torture chamber.
And it was so bad there that he wasn't even feeling the rebound of ignition anymore.
Nope, because he knew it's like the reason why I'm not feeling rebounds is because the spark's about to go out.
Like I'm about to die.
I was like, this. Yeah, so it was so bad that his teammates were trying to get him to stay, but he was like, nope, I'm not staying. Either I go, or I'm going whether
you want me to or not.
even if you break my legs, I'm gonna crawl.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right,
yeah,
just take him. And obviously, there's a lot more that everyone was like up in our Sienna. Obviously, since Sienna's love with him, she was throwing a fit. Anise was throwing a fit.
She's also in love with him.
Yeah. So it was just like a whole thing, but ultimately, Bird was like, all right, he can come. And then
they go and fight. They go to the Demon King of Incarceration, right?
Yeah, they're doing incarceration. I might have said destruction, but it was incarceration.
I don't think you said either. I don't remember.
But they're having countless fights.
Yeah.
Eugene was like, I'm fine, because they have countless fights, like no rebound. We're all chilling. doing good. And Siena's like, okay, he's fine, no rebound.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, it's like they just planted so many flags. Like,
they
the
did,
flags
bro.
are like, oh.
This is death flags on death flags on death
Everyone's
flags.
like, oh, we're gonna make it. We're gonna have a happy ending.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it. And then they finally beat. So the stat. What was
the shield of incarceration? Well, first they go through the Black Fog.
Oh yeah.
They go through the Black Fog, which is Gavin's like army, and Gavin himself, and there's basically 300 knights in like the Black Fog, and part of the group of 5, the heroes party, and like the 1,000 knights with them. They destroy the Black Fog. They push back Gavin, and they go into the castle of incarceration.
Yeah, but then they fight the staff guy.
The shield first.
Oh, you're right. The shield.
And they murk him.
Yeah.
The shield of incarceration. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait. Shield of incarceration?
Yeah.
Who's that?
He has a name, but he's dead now, so I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like Geckos.
Oh, I think you're right. Geckos. Yeah.
Because they talk about a shield later.
Yeah. Oh, the shield of Geckos. Yes,
yeah. So Geckos gets absolutely right. I'm not gonna lie. The way they were talking about Geckos, it made it seem like Eugene didn't need to use ignition to win that fight, bro. They were manhandling that man because he's all defense. Mm-hmm. Once you go back to defense, also describe like showing like a fight of the heroes party fighting was OD, bro.
Yeah, because their teamwork was obviously impeccable.
And like all of them were just like they're so strong. It was like giving me like the shakes, bro. I loved it.
Yeah, it was like watching like a real life adventure.
Yeah. And then, so they killed the shield. They make their way up. They start fighting the staff of incarceration.
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Vladimir? Or Vladimir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the name of the staff.
But isn't that his name too?
Oh, well okay, so Vladimir, yeah, that becomes his name. That's the name of the staff. Like, you inherit the name of the staff.
Oh, okay.
Well, like, I forget his original name. Because they said his original name when he killed. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Belial?
Yes, that's the name.
Belial. Yeah. The leech.
So basically, they messed him up too.
Mm-hmm.
But he comes out with this last final attack to destroy Vermouth.
Mm-hmm.
But Eugene, everyone's like, oh, Vermouth got that. He can dodge it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows this. But Hamill's like, he dodges right in front of Vermouth to take the attack. And
gets wrecked.
Fatality. Everyone's like shocked. Because they're just like, why'd you do that? Hamill's like, I'm done, bro. I can't go on.
Even to the end, like right before he died, like maybe 15 seconds before he died, he was still like, I needed to take it. Vermouth wasn't gonna be able to take it.
Yeah, he was
still lying to everybody.
Yeah, he was just trying to like play it off, but basically like he had said earlier, like, I know the reason why I'm not getting the rebounds because I'm about to be a cripple or I'm about to die. Mm-hmm. So like he took the final shot just to go out on his own terms. Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie,
but it was like the worst hero's death.
Oh yeah.
It was a soul like destroying thing. So like once he died, his soul would be captive to the demon of
incarceration. He won't even go to heaven or hell.
Yeah.
And that was like Anissa's big thing. She was like, at least he'll go to heaven. But like, once he took that hit, he can't even go to heaven.
Yeah. And
bro, I'm telling you right now, if you guys didn't know, Biggest Gamer edits the videos. He makes the time. What's the thumbnail pics? If you don't use that thumbnail pic of Eugene, bro, I want to be so sad, bro. That was perfect.
I know it was. I know.
Bro, he looks so good, guys. The bonus image in these things,
bro.
Oh, they made it so good.
Yeah, they did.
They did a couple bonus images in this like 50 chapters, and we got like 4 or 5.
There's more after
there are?
308, yeah.
We got some in this little short side story. We got Eugene dying. We got some of Sienna, and then like Sienna and him together. Bro, it was beautiful.
It was amazing.
It was beautiful. We finally got that side story, which was like, I feel like we've been needed that.
Yeah, and then they ended it with like Vermin saying, "No, it's not over.
Yeah,
we can get his soul back."
Yeah.
And then obviously they did, but not in the way they thought.
All right, on this point, I gotta say, bro, it feels like Vermouth has already been reincarnated in that timeline.
No,
bro, it feels like it. The way they talk about Vermouth, it just like, I don't know if you feel the same way.
Oh, well, actually, you know what? Maybe.
It just feels like the way they talk about Vermouth is how like everybody talks about Eugene now. And it's like his way of like thinking and everything. It almost seems like not even he reincarnated. I feel like he almost did like the hero who was always kind, the demon lord who regressed or whatever.
Oh.
Like the regression thing. You remember?
Yeah.
What's the name of that novel again?
Regress Demon Lord is always kind.
The Regress Demon Lord. It almost seems like Vermouth like regrets, bro.
Yo.
The way he like goes around his life, how
Yeah.
like he's so emotionless and he's just like, we gotta do what we gotta do, this and that. It almost seems like he's a regressor and he's like, I've been doing this.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to get like the final outcome. And I think Eugene getting his soul taken away, or sorry, Hamill getting his soul taken away by the Demon Lord of Incarceration, like kind of broke the timeline.
Oh, I see.
Because he couldn't go back in time, or like, I don't know if this is true or not, but he couldn't restart the regression because like
he needed
to get Hamill's soul. And so that's why he did the oath and everything changed.
Yeah, because obviously he's clearly like in chains, because we saw from the last time he tried to find Vermouth, he heard chains, and they saw the demon king incarcerated.
So I don't know if that's my official theory, but it's like something that's been going in my head. Because Vermouth is just too like nonchalant, like we're doing what we gotta do type thing, you know? And it's just like how he talks so much like Eugene talks now, where everybody like he's like he knows so much more than everybody else. So like I don't know what it is, but and also Vermouth was able to create an oath to get Eugene's soul to be reincarnated. So like it's not like out of this mind that he could do stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's just a theory I have in mind. I don't know if it's I'm not predicting that. I'm not saying that's what it is, but it's just something I've had in my head.
I like it.
And then we get Mr. I can't remember his name, bro. You don't remember the guy from the Samnir tribes?
Oh,
I can get it right now.
It begins with a J. Jarvan?
Ivatar Jahav.
Jahav.
Badass.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Badass. So if you guys don't remember, he is from the Zoran?
Yeah, Zoran tribe.
Zoran tribe in the Samir rainforest.
Yeah.
And so this was like back when he went to the World Tree, tried to meet the elves and all that. He meets this like basically like the young master, but he ain't no young master vibes. Mm-hmm. But he's like we call him the young chieftain of the Zoran tribe, which is like the second largest tribe in the rainforest.
Yeah, to the
Coachella tribe. And he like kind of, he becomes kind of friendly with Eugene, and he asks Eugene, hey, if I ever need something, like, will you be around? And he'll be like, I'll hear you. Eugene's like, I'll hear you out. And so, not even like 3 days after Eugene is finished with like doing this destruction of the
Dragon Castle.
The Dragon Castle, he's on his way to Samir to go fight the Coachella tribe.
Yeah. What's his name again?
Ivatar Jahav.
Yeah, Ivatar. So Ivatar's like, yo, bro, I need your help. We in the Coachella, we're at war. Something's going on. They're building human bones. We don't know why.
Temples or towers.
Yeah, they're building towers with human bones. We don't know why. So I need your help. Dean's like, I got you, bro, because that sounds horrifying.
And Eugene, I'm not gonna lie, he shows up with a squad.
Yeah, he brings Cyan, Christina, Ivatar, and then he's like, Melkith, Lavillian.
Those are 2 tower masters, guys.
He's just like, yeah, you can go.
Yeah, those are 2 tower masters, and we have Cyan, who's obviously not as strong as everybody else in that party.
He's like a 4-star still.
He's a 4-star, and he's the next patriarch of the Lionheart clan.
Yeah. And
then we have Christina. That's a lineup, bro.
It was a squad. And it was a huge.
And Ramira, even though she's useless.
She's not doing it.
Yeah. And so.
And obviously Ivatar.
And Ivatar, who's badass. And so Ivatar leads them back to the rainforest. We go back to the Zoran tribe, and right when he shows up, this man's an animal, bro. Bro, I need you to speak on this. I need you to speak on this because it was crazy.
So they get up. So he was like, we lost a few battles.
Who's he? Ivatar?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what he told them, and he said like, you might not be that welcome to get here. Instantly he gets called, you're a traitor, bro, by his uncle, because his father got hurt and then he died in their war. Yeah,
because they had one big fight in the God's Plane.
Yeah, it was a stalemate. No one won or lost. But he comes back. his uncle's like, you betrayed us. You need to leave now. And like, I'm being the new chief.
Yeah.
And he got all the other elders agreeing. And Ivatar's like, give me 1 sec. Goes up, kills him immediately.
And savagely, bro.
Yeah.
Savage.
With the spear, right?
Yeah, bro. He jumps up in the sky. Ivatar jumps up in the sky. His uncle is like, got him. Throws a spear at him. Ivatar catches it in midair. Does a 360, it seems like. And chucks it at his uncle and impales him through the chest.
But didn't he blow up?
But then he takes the spear that's impaled onto the ground, holds it up, and I think he slams it into the ground.
That's what he did.
And explodes his uncle into a blood mist, bro. I was like, this guy is a savage.
And then he ripped off all the arms off all the elders.
One arm of each elder.
Yeah. And then he went and killed some other guys.
Yeah, then he killed some other
He was
elders.
like, yeah, I had to kill them eventually.
I just had to clean up the shop real
Yeah.
quick. It was savage, though. I loved it.
Yep. And then we also find out, what's his name? The Black Tower Master. Balzic. So he had left. He'd taken administrative leave. Or I don't know. Tower leave, whatever.
Yeah, just tower leave. You wanted to...
And we find out he's also investigating what's happening in the Samir rainforest. And we find out who's behind it. One of the 3... What's their title?
Black Mages of Incarceration.
Yeah. Edmund... I forget his last name. I know it's Edmund, like, and it begins with a C. Codith.
I think
Edmund Codith or Code something. One of the whatever reason, but we find out that Edmund wants to become a demon king.
Yep.
He's like, I want to transcend my humanity and become a demon king, and to do that, he has to sacrifice a ton of souls.
And he also kind of gave us a little insight into, like, I guess there's like a regular demon king and there's like greater demon kings. And it seems like probably Demon King of Incarceration and Destruction are like greater demon kings, and like the other 3 that the Heroes Party killed are probably like regular demon kings.
That's why there's such a difference.
Yeah.
But what was it? Oh, so he was making sacrifices. He had reversed the flow of the earth veins to destroy all the vitality of the land.
Yep.
And the ritual was going on where he was stationed in the middle of the rainforest. I don't know if
it was in the capital of the Coachella tribe.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where that is in the rainforest,
but they occupy like a huge part of it. So regardless, it was a big part.
And in this area, the reason the earth veins were getting flown back is because all of the souls were getting taken through the earth veins to the capital for this ritual.
Yeah.
Wild.
And then, another big thing. This is like a back-to-back. One of the other reasons why Eugene had to come to the Samar Forest, we find out Rizika, when he got banished, it didn't work all the way. He did get banished, but he was able to fuse himself with the land in the Samar rainforest. So he became like the land deity or whatever.
Yeah, so we knew he was in a dimensional rift, but we didn't know where the dimensional rift was.
Yes.
But we found out through that time spell that Eugene uses with Akasha?
Yeah, on Ramira.
On Ramira, that
Rizakia.
Rizakia? Yeah, Rizakia. This is the name. Is messing me
up. I know. Because once you point out that I was like, oh, wait a minute.
I think I was just calling him Riza, bro. In my head, I wasn't even reading the rest. And then, like, once we were like, how do you say it? And I was like, let me look at the title. I was like, oh, that's harder than I thought. Yeah, Rizakia is in the Samir rainforest. Well, he's not in it, but he's like kind of like nearby in a rift.
Yeah, he's like in the rift, like inside of it. Like he's tied to the land, basically.
And so that's also why, that's the main reason Hamel's actually there, or Eugene, sorry. And
this is the secondary reason.
Yeah, the secondary reason is like, let me help the rainforest while I'm here, because it'll probably help.
And then it becomes just as big of a reason, because
Edwin
becomes a demon king. it's up.
Yeah. And so, but before we get there, first we get the addition of Balzac, the Black Tower Master. Mm-hmm. He joins the squad. They put a knife restriction on his heart.
Yeah, just in case. So
I can't be. Bro, that man is too good at being friendly.
Yeah, so they did.
I'm on Eugene's side, bro.
They did say his the thing the Demon King of Incarceration saw in him was that he was best at deception. Mm-hmm. So now the author's throwing us off so much.
Hard, bro.
So it's like, who is he deceiving, bro? Dude. Who is being deceived?
And I feel like it can't just be Edmund, because they weren't close enough for Edmund and Balzac to be like a deceiver. He even said it. Balzac was like, I can't even call this a betrayal because we ain't close.
No.
Like, I'm just doing what I want.
We're not friends.
Yeah, we're not friends. And then I feel like he's gonna turn at the very worst moment, bro.
Maybe that's what Eugene keeps saying is gonna happen.
I'm on Eugene's side.
We don't know.
What side are you on? Where are you at on him?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Balzac. I feel like I'm gonna say he's a double agent, but in the good way.
Really?
Yeah.
You think he's going against the Demon King of Incarceration? It's kind of impossible. He has his soul in his hand.
I don't know.
He could kill him like that.
I don't know. The deception's there. We'll see how far the deception goes.
You know what? That could be in plan and with his dream.
Because he said he had to deceive himself.
Yeah.
He can deceive himself, so you never know what that means.
Because Balzac, we find out his dream is to
basically leave his name in the history books like Sienna.
Become a legend, and if he comes out and is a key role in killing a Demon King of Incarceration.
Legend.
That's legendary.
That is legendary.
There's only 5 people who have their names like that.
Yeah.
You could be number 6. But we go the party. So let's just recap. We got Hamill. Sorry. We got Eugene. We got Cyan.
Anise.
Anise/Christina. Myrrh. Not really important. Let's take Myrrh out. We have Melkath.
Yeah.
Melkith, actually.
Why did I forget the other tower?
Lovelian,
yeah.
And then Belzec.
Evitar.
Evitar. And then they are going to investigate the earth veins to make sure, like, what Belzec said. Because we find all that information now about the ritual through Belzec.
Yeah.
So they go to check out the earth veins, and we meet the Death Knight once again from
Yes, you're right. So we meet Hamill's corpse.
That's why I keep saying Hamill, guys, because I kept thinking about the corpse.
Yeah. And basically Amelia Irwin tricked him into thinking he's Hamill.
The corpse.
Yeah. And tricked him into saying he got betrayed when he died. So he has immense hatred for the hero party.
And he's now a Death Knight. Like, who's supposed to have, like, all of Hamill's abilities, like, perfectly in him.
He fought Eugene, and obviously he got clapped.
Yeah.
Because Eugene knew every move he was going to make.
It's him.
Send him packing.
Yeah.
And then the war started right after.
Yeah. Right after that, we get the whole squad, the whole Zoran tribe, with Evitar leading it. Evitar, I'm not gonna lie, they make it very clear that, like, he's way stronger than Cyan. And, like, he's definitely not as strong as Eugene, but he's...
Also, he's the same age as Eugene.
Yeah,
he did not realize that when he said that. I was like, wait a minute, they're the same age? Okay, so he is a prodigy.
He is a prodigy, and it seems like he's probably around, like, I don't know if they use shamanism in these tribes, but if we had to equate it to, like, Eugene's power, I'd say he's, like, 5 stars.
Yeah.
Like, he's very strong for a 21-year-old guy.
Yeah.
Like, obviously Eugene's a monster, but, like, if, like, we're saying Eugene is now Vermouth, like, Evitar could be, like, Hamill levels of power.
Yeah.
Like, close. You know, he's close. He's strong. And so we leave the fight in there, and this fight was crazy, bro. I was going apeshit on this fight, bro. I love this fight.
So
I love this fight.
They give everyone their moments. You know.
Everybody.
So Eugene obviously fought the Death Knight again.
Yep.
Clapped him, not a scratch.
Ooh, not a scratch again.
Gave him the work. That guy didn't stand a chance. He died so fast.
It was
such a quick fight.
Yeah.
And then Avatar was just going ramp.
Evitar.
He was just rampaging throughout the battlefield.
Yeah.
Cyan fought Hector.
We got the Hector reemergence.
Came out of nowhere.
He was contract. I don't know if you guys remember. He got pulled out by a black wizard. The black wizard we find out is Edmund.
So he came out. They fought each other. What was the next thing? Oh, Balzac used his signature, which is blind. So it's blinds your sight, then it blinds your senses, then your spirit. So basically, it's just a continuous blind until you're dead.
Within an hour, well, it depends on your willpower, but it says roughly an hour, and you'll have lost all your senses.
So he used that on the enemies. And then Lovelian summons his Chimera, but he used it to swallow the souls, so the Earthlings can't absorb them.
Yeah.
And Melkith goes crazy.
I love this.
Triple Spirit King Contractor summons her signature. She's going rampage across the battlefield. No one can kill her.
She got a Ifrit.
Yeah.
As a third Spirit King.
And Edmund's trying to kill her. He's like, damn, can't kill her, bro.
Oh, what's her? So her old thing was called...
Oh, Trinity Force. Now it's Infinity Force. Honestly, both names are kind of fire.
Yeah, but Infinity Force just sounds crazy.
Yeah, it sounds so much better.
And bro, when she was rolling through the battlefield, she was screaming main character energy.
Yeah, she was.
And also, she got the contract with the Ifrit, the Spirit King of Fire, because Ifrit was mad that this was happening, because this ritual was also destroying all the spirits of the land.
Yeah, this is like one of the strongest spirit lands.
Yeah, and so Ifrit was like, if you destroy this ritual, I'll contract myself to you. And she's like, say less. Infinity Force. And she was rampaging, bro. She honestly, like, I don't think she's Edmund. She wasn't as strong as Edmund, but she was close. She was right there. But it also made it very clear that if she didn't get that third contract, she would be like tossed by Edmund.
Yeah, because Edmund is strong, and then his signature is full absolute defense.
Yeah,
as a cube. Because he said, like, I'm already a good weapon, so why does my signature need to be offensive? Absolute defense.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Eugene's here
with the Moonlight Sword.
Yes, and so Eugene, after clapping the Dark Knight, Death Knight, Edmund was like, "Yo, where y'all at?" And Death Knight, no response. Hector, no response. He's not. Him and Cyan are they're going at it, and everyone else is just dead.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Cyan, there was a soft spot in my heart for him fighting Hector. Yeah, he really grew up in this arc.
He did. He was like, I gotta fight. I gotta, as the next patriarch, I gotta clean up the sins of the clan.
Yo, it was getting to me, bro. I was like, yes.
He was fighting his heart out.
Yeah.
And then he killed Hector with winning. Finished him off.
Yeah.
And Cyan was he was in like one of those in the zone states. So I didn't know how he killed him. He just killed him. Yeah. I was like, all right, now he's getting there.
And they said that he was getting close to his 5th star.
Yeah.
Because of like his kind of
Immersion.
breakthrough.
Yeah, in that state.
They said it was close to an awakening, not a full awakening, but it was close.
Yeah. But
it's also the first time he killed a human, which is big for him because he was like scared. He was giving a normal reaction for a soldier on the way to war. Yeah. And Eugene was like, "Don't worry about it."
and then obviously during this, Eugene is attacking the cube. One after another. Edmund's like, why are we fighting, bro? Like, I have nothing against you. Eugene's like, you're literally sacrificing entire tribes of people here. Do you think I wasn't gonna stop you from becoming a demon king? Yeah. Like, it was just crazy because I think
he's so delusional.
I think in the last 200 years, I think like it's one of those like no eternal enemies, only eternal benefits kind of mindset. Yeah. But it's like Eugene's like, no, like you're evil. Like, I'm gonna destroy evil, bro. Like that was my promise.
And that was crazy to me because Edmund was so like you're so right. You put it perfectly. No, but like there's no eternal enemies, only eternal benefits. And like he was really just like, bro, like there's no reason for you to hurt me. And he's like, you're killing millions of people. What do you mean I don't have a reason to kill you?
Yeah, because Edmund was like, I picked the spot because I thought no one would care.
Yeah.
Eugene was like, no, I care. Yeah.
And so Eugene is fighting him. We have Lovely and sucking up the souls. And we have Melketh destroying all the armies. What else is happening? Christina's healing everybody.
Yeah. And then so everyone's doing their thing, and then Eugene instantly is like putting the pressure on Edmund. Edmund's like, screw it, I'm starting the ritual.
Because he was holding off the ritual because the more souls he get, the more powerful he would become.
Yeah.
And so he needed like 10 minutes, he said, during the battle. He's like, if this lasts for 10 minutes, I can complete my ritual. Now, if those 7 minutes would have passed, he would have basically completed the ritual, become a great Demon King. But Eugene pushed him so hard that he had to do it early.
Yeah, and he also didn't know where Bowser was coming from, so he got scared. So
Yeah.
he was like, I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm just going to start right away.
Yeah.
And then he starts it, he's like, I'm going to do it!
I succeeded!
And then he didn't. And then what happened was, Bowser's whole plan was to get him impatient. So that way he would start it when it wasn't ready. So all Bowser did was, he just like, it's kind of like a puzzle, like the whole ritual is like a puzzle. He took a piece of the puzzle out and it shattered.
That's not how I thought of it. Was that like Edmund needed, I'm going to put it in number terms. He needed 100 souls to like advance
the ritual.
To complete the ritual. And originally he wanted to wait till 150, because if he gets 150 he'll become Great Demon King.
Yeah.
But then he was like, F it. They're pushing me too hard. It hit 100. I can at least become a lesser Demon King. It'll be enough. And so as soon as he hits 100, he starts the ritual. But then Edmund takes 10 souls. Oh. That's how I thought of it. Because they said that Edmund took part of the ritual. Part of the souls of the ritual.
I just kind of looked at it as like a puzzle. I feel like it's the same thing.
Yeah, probably.
Like he just took a part of it.
Yeah, he took a part of it. Yeah, you're right. Same thing. And he failed. And right at the end, before Edmund's about to die, he cries out to Papa.
He's just hoping Demon King Incarceration's like, bro, I have enough value, like, just save me.
Yeah.
And Demon King Incarceration was like, I'm not gonna do anything about you winning or losing.
Yeah. He didn't even say anything.
Nope. Quiet the whole time. Eugene kills him, but of course Demon King Incarceration's like, you can kill him, but the staff. Yeah, you're not taking the staff.
I wanted that staff so bad, bro.
Eugene was pissed. Yeah. He was like, you mother.
I was already thinking of how we were going to use that staff, bro. I was like, is he going to eat the dragon heart? Is he going to use the staff? I don't know. But then we, another point about this that I will say is that the Evitar's clan, the Zoran tribe, they go for full extermination.
Oh yeah, this is a dog-eat-dog world.
They didn't leave a single member of the Coachella tribe alive.
Nope.
Then again, Edmund did help because he killed all the women and children and the elderly that were in the capital through the ritual.
Oh, you're right, he did.
So then, like, at least
pretty much all of them.
So Evitar and his tribe didn't have to like kill like innocents, I guess you could say.
No, they're not.
They're not innocents, but like
these are cannibals.
Yeah, that's true.
They're literally cannibals.
Okay, then yeah. At least they didn't have to kill women and children. Is what I'm trying to say.
That's true.
So Evitar killed all the warriors. They went to the capital. There might have been a couple people left they had to kill, but they exterminated them. The tribe was exterminated. And then we get a nice segue into
the biggest battle of Eugene's career.
Yes. To like
Rizuka.
Even I think in Hamel's career.
For him, yes. Well,
at least 1v1. Well,
I say Eugene, but I mean Hamel as well.
Cause like Hamel definitely fought stronger people, but he was in a party.
Yeah.
This is
the strongest 1v1.
Strongest 1v1. Eugene found the location for say it one more time, bro. Rizakia. Is it Rizakia or
Rizakia?
Rizakia. He finds the coordinates to Rizakia. Everybody gives him all the blessings they can. You know, the two Tower Masters, they fill up Akasha with
with all their mana.
All their mana, they like make it so that it has a ton of mana that Eugene can just pull on command. Nice creates a whole bunch of like holy water to heal his injuries. Gives him a little pendant. Puts her tits on his face too during the process. That's a bonus image, guys.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Oh god, bro! This is a little sign off. They made the boobs ginormous on her and Sienna. They're like ginormous.
Sienna big? Oh, she's. I feel like Sienna's normal, and then Anise is like.
Bro, not. I think in the newest image they showed in like chapter 3 or something, they're like normal size. But if you look at chapter like 275 in the side story, they're ginormous, bro.
Oh, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
It was crazy because I feel like we saw pictures of Anise before, and I was like, I don't remember them.
That crazy.
Yeah, and then you saw this picture. I was like, Diablo, that's crazy.
They don't make any sense, bro. And it was funny because I was actually reading at my girlfriend's house. She was like, God damn, those tits. I was like, I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. This is a bonus image. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah. Obviously Chloe is. So Eugene goes in there, and I'm not gonna lie, the whole way up to this fight, I did not know how he was winning this fight.
No, me neither. I was like, oh, I thought they were just gonna have a crazy ass pull.
I thought the ass pull was gonna be Rhaenyra. Like I thought he was gonna use Rhaenyra somehow to like maybe the Dragonheart in Rhaenyra would be like a kryptonite to
him.
To him. I'm just calling him, bro.
Yeah.
To the Black Dragon. How about that?
Just call him the Black Dragon.
Yeah, the Black Dragon.
But yeah, basically they were just hyping up this fight because like he was nervous. Like everyone was like, oh
he's never nervous.
Yeah, but he was like,
he showed throughout these all 300 chapters. He never gets nervous.
Yeah, and it played so much on like, I have to do this. When Anise was in pain, I had to go save her, even though at the time like it didn't seem smart.
Mm-hmm.
I might not have survived. I had to do it. And right now, Sienna is in trouble. This is the way to save her. I have to do it. It's like, I'm fine, I'll do it. And it was all that. The interlude was perfect because all that foreshadowing into this.
Yes.
It
was perfect.
It was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
They were really playing on the emotions of love for Sienna and Anise towards Hamel and now towards Eugene. And like Eugene's kind of slowly and surely reciprocating it in his own way. Mm-hmm. Like even like he knows how Anise/Christina feel about him, and he's kind of like, how can I like show you that I accept you?
Yeah.
And they were like, just hug me, bro.
Yeah.
And so like he's trying his own way. It's like he's not gonna be like be my wife or something, but like in his own way he's getting there. Mm-hmm. And like this, like all this nervousness and everything was kind of part of it because he's like, I need to save her, and he goes in there, and we finally get an epic fight. Not like last week, guys, in Absolute Resonance, it wasn't a troll fight. This was actually a crazy fight. Yeah,
so it starts off, the Dragon Fear is super intense. Yeah. He feels like he's about to like die right away. Yeah. Obviously, divine protection from Anise saves him. And then Eugene tells him like, oh, it's Hamel and I'm back to kill you, bitch. Yeah. And Black Dragon's like, oh, it's Hamel?
Yeah.
And obviously we get a side note.
For the second time. But we start this fight with the Dark Dragon. Black Dragon, yeah. And right when we start the fight, we get told that Eugene isn't ready for this fight.
Nope.
And also that the reason why the Black Dragon is like not as weak as we thought he would be is because some of the souls from the ritual he absorbed.
Well, the dark power.
The dark power, yeah.
So when it failed, he absorbed a bunch of it and just strengthened him instantly.
Yeah. So what should have been like probably
50-50?
Yeah. It was like
70-30. Yeah, maybe. Eugene was getting wrecked.
Eugene was getting wrecked, bro. Like he had no place there.
No, I was like, bro, why is he getting man?
He's getting wrecked for like 2 chapters.
Yep, nothing's working. Can't use prominence, feathers of prominence, because Raiska's obviously has a dragon. Magic he's number 1.
Yep.
So he's interfering with the spatial coordinates. And then he's just Eugene's like using anything and like nothing can reach him. He's out striking distance.
But then Eugene uses feathers of prominence. Then he uses ignition.
Mm-hmm.
And then still with ignition, he's using eclipse. All these things. He's using the little side note. Eugene got the 4-fold empty sword, which was very huge.
Oh.
So the empty sword, you layer it. He used to only have 3 layers. In the fight with Hamel, he actually got the 4th layer.
Yeah.
And that's really big for this fight because he uses that. Still nothing's happening. He's still getting wrecked. Like Eugene's getting wrecked. And I don't really understand it, but basically it seems like he ignited twice. Like he double ignited.
So I think so prominence was like his stand-in for ignition, right?
Yeah.
And so when he then actually used ignition, it was like everything. It was like a fire over his fire kind of thing.
Because I thought he ignited twice.
I don't think he ignited twice. I think it just looked like he ignited twice because his flame was just so huge.
You sure?
I think so.
Because I thought Sienna said, or thought he said he ignited twice.
Did he use ignition twice? He might have. Oh, he did.
He did.
But not there. He used it again with Aerith's ring.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's the second one.
Yeah.
he ignited. He had his first ignition and then Feathers of Prominence.
He's still getting whacked around.
Yeah.
And then he uses the arrow string, which helps his recovery, which they said is suicide to use it at the same time as ignition because it drafts his life force, while ignition is destroying his body.
Well, before that happened, even though he was getting wrecked, he was slowly making headway because of the Moonlight Sword.
Ah, that's true.
And then this is where the bomb came in.
Yeah.
Where he said, "Oh, reincarnation, even dragons wouldn't go against such a taboo."
Oh, yeah.
And then he reveals that the Moonlight Sword is actually the Sword of Destruction.
Yes, bro! I
and
forgot
it's
that.
the sword used by the Demon King of Destruction when he killed the dragons.
Yep.
So that's why it's like, what's going on
here? That was a huge tidbit. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, Eugene's making headway with the Moonlight Sword, and he forces Rizakia to become a human.
Oh,
the form he loathes the most.
I thought that was after the second ignition.
No, because it was the second ignition was.
Oh no, you're right.
That was when he was down for the count. Because he had thought he'd kill Eugene was like going crazy on him.
Yeah, he was
with the Moonlight Sword, with the ignition from Feathers Prominence and Moonlight Sword. He was going crazy on him.
Yeah.
And the Holy Sword. It's like everything was working in his favor because all combined.
Yeah.
And then he went and he would have killed Rizaka because he finally had it all in place.
Cut his neck.
Yep. But Rizaka shifted his polymorph into a human.
Shrink his size.
Yep. Missed him.
Eugene avoided all the blow, and then the Black Dragon started wrecking this man. Like that's when the wrecking part 2 happened.
He got like 4 sucker punches off.
It was some bad sucker punches.
Because basically what happened was the body was still there, but Rizaka was in it, like polymorphed, and he shot like 4 sword lights at him.
Yeah.
I caught him off guard.
And he purposely didn't hit fatals because he wanted to toy with Eugene.
Yeah. And Mur like threw some heal potion on him. He ignited Aragoth's ring. Ignitioned again. Feathers of Prominence. Went absolute bananas on this guy.
Ape shit.
He was cutting him up. Nothing was standing in his way, but we got the foreshadow of what happened before. I'm fine.
Oh, yeah.
Once he said I'm fine, I was like,
no.
This is what you said before, bro.
And so a big thing during this fight was that the Black Dragon, Rizaka, I'm just calling him Rizaka. I'm done trying. Yeah. The Rizaka was, he kept calling Eugene an insect. He was like, you lowly insect, you're worthless, this, and that. And then finally, when he got his neck cut by Eugene, he was like, oh, I need to treat you a little seriously. But, like, you're just an insect. There's no way you can be that strong. And then finally, he's getting pushed back again once he polymorphs. And Eugene is wrecking him again. And he's like, I feel feared.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Because Eugene was... He could feel death.
Yeah.
But the thing was, Eugene could as well.
Yeah.
Because what he was doing was pushing his body to absolute limits just like he did right before he died the first time. And so Eugene was feeling that death. Like, and they kept describing there's despair. It was like at any moment he could die.
Either one of them.
And Eugene was like, the way Eugene was fighting, he was like...
Bro, they said his organs were outside of his body. He pushed them in.
Pushed them in, yeah.
There was bones popping out of his arms, his legs.
He was like popping them back in.
His legs couldn't work. He used levitating magic for them.
Yeah.
Bro, like, it was monstrous.
Yeah, and he was cutting him up, but... He was getting so close. Rizaka was afraid. He was starting to run. Because Rizaka was like contemplating, like, oh, should I run?
Yeah.
Because like
he knows he's on the time.
Yeah, but he was like, oh, but I'm a dragon. I can't run. And he was trying to use that to his own advantage. Yeah. But it was just like, no.
Yeah.
And Eugene was like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm gonna get him. I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill him.
He failed.
He couldn't. He fell. Rizaka on his literal. The sword was gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Rizaka, then the death blow didn't come.
And Rizaka's looking around, he's like, am I in a dream? Like, what happened? And he looks down, and Eugene's on the floor. Like, last breaths. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't believe it. I was like, there's no way. The protagonist? The plot armor, bro?
Is down.
How? I couldn't believe it. I was like, what's happening right now?
Try to get up.
He didn't even try, I think.
No, he did. He tried.
Oh, yeah. He put his palms
on his knees, bro.
And he fell straight down. He couldn't do it. And there was some good bonus images during this, showing like Eugene's state throughout this battle.
Yeah.
He looks pitiful. Like pitiful.
You know, Ramiro tries to come out and help him. Raizuka swallows her up.
That was pretty big because Ramiro the whole time was kind of like fighting Eugene. He was like, hey, you don't have to go fight him because you're going to die to my dad.
Yeah.
Like, my dad's going to kill you.
She was like, I'll step in to save you.
Yeah, like, just like... And, like, before then, though, she was, like, kind of, like, wishy-washy on it. She was like, if you want to go to your dad, go do it. But then right before the battle, she's like, you don't have to go.
Yeah.
And then finally, she actually even, like, pleads to her father, like, let him go. Like, he can be my servant, this, and that. And she gets swallowed whole.
Yeah, because Raizuka wasn't, like, really her dad.
Yeah.
Like, he was going to use her to make a
Well,
bunch
he
of
was
kids.
her dad, but
was
no
her dad.
parental love.
No parental love. He was just going to use her to make a bunch of kids and eat her.
Yeah.
Just like he ate the Dragon Lord.
So he swallows her whole, but doesn't eat her. He, like...
Yeah, because he still needs her for a plan.
Yeah, to, like, hatch eggs for him, basically.
Yeah.
And then Raizuka starts going over to kill Eugene. He starts walking over, and Mur pops out. And Mur's like, don't come any closer. And then
Raizuka smacks her away.
She's still one-shotted. And then right when Raizuka's about to kill Eugene, we get the fucking drop of the main character, bro. The main character shows up.
Sienna Murden.
Yeah, bro. She shows up. She, like, kind of does a Omega heal on Eugene. All his body parts kind of come back together. His cores, which were broken. Like, he was dead. He was going to die. So he wasn't dead. He was going to die. Like, his cores get restored. Everything gets restored. Not to 100%. It seems like probably like 65%. I'd say.
It's like 45, bro. Like,
he 45?
He was saying, like, I'm not moving right. Even after all the healing.
Okay. Let's say 45.
He's like, I'll make do with it because we're both here now.
Yeah, and so we got the epic tag team of Eugene and Sienna versus Raizuka.
Yeah, we got to see the modern day hero fight.
Yeah.
And boy, did it not disappoint.
Yo, they were monsters.
Yeah, they were going crazy on Raizuka. Eugene was like, and Eugene described it, he was like, even though I was pushing Raizuka on the edge earlier when I was at my most powerful, like the fight could have turned at any time. Just the same momentum wasn't there. But they were fighting. He's weaker now, but the momentum's going crazy. He's like, I might be weaker now, but I know we're not losing.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, it was all like, we're winning because we're both here now.
And Sienna showed up, bro.
She hit him with all the crazy stuff.
She's a battle mage and a support mage.
The Eternal Hole went nuts.
Oh, savage. She was throwing out spells on spells on spells on
She's
spells.
throwing fireballs, but they were like, this is a rank 12 fireball.
Yeah, for real, bro. They were like meteors, bro. They was crazy.
Break one spell, but with rank 12 fireball.
Yeah. She was so OP. And honestly, I can't wait for her and Eugene
to have their fight with her real body.
Yeah.
And him at 100%. Oh my god, that's going to go nuts.
After this, they can take on anybody besides
the Demon King of Incarceration.
Yeah, and Destruction.
Yeah. After they can murk anyone. Her, Eugene, and Anise right now, or Christina.
They could be Gavin and Gabella?
Yeah.
You think so?
100%.
I'm agree with that.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. If Gabella is on the same level as the Demon King of Carnage, which is the 5th Demon King, then I think they can, because Sienna is like way stronger than she was when they first fought that Demon King.
And Eugene is as well.
Well, Eugene is probably like at the level that Vermouth was when they fought that Demon King, I think.
Well, but that's still stronger than when he was originally.
But now they don't have Vermouth, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you're right. Actually, that's true.
So I'm saying, like, just with Eugene, Anise, and Sienna, I think they could beat Nora, Gabella, and Gavin.
Yeah.
Just them three, because Sienna is so much stronger. Because if we say Eugene is equal to Vermouth around here, but Sienna is so much stronger now. So, like, she can kind of make up the slack for, like, not having Molin and Hamill. Yeah. I think. Because she's very strong now.
Yeah. Yeah, that was amazing.
That was such a cool fight.
It was
like 10 chapters long, and you gotta remember these chapters are long.
They're long, but it didn't bore me at all. I was on the edge of my seat this whole time reading, like, how is he gonna do it? What's gonna happen? Yeah. And when he fell to the ground, I was like, who's gonna save him? I did not.
Bro, I didn't know what was gonna happen.
But then when Sienna came in, I was like, it's Sienna! Yeah. She came in clutch. And
crazy clutch.
Literal miracle.
Yeah. She called it herself. She was like, this is a miracle.
Yeah.
It was so... Guys, you gotta remember, these chapters, they're like 3 regular chapters for any other novel. Yeah. Like, us reading 50 chapters, it's like 150 chapters. I read the last chapter like 2 minutes before we started the... And we're back for the 3rd time. Alright, guys. Next week's reads. What are we doing, Biggest Gamer?
So, next week, to hell with being a hero.
We got to that?
To hell with being a hero.
We're doing 2 back-to-backs.
Because they got, obviously, Wuxia World has that 4 chapters a day. And
the rest of September.
Yep, so that's crazy. To hell with being a hero is long. So, we're going to be doing 50 chapters each week. And then get practically caught up. Because it's only like
450 right now.
Yeah.
We'll be close.
Yeah. So, that's me, OD. We're going to go crazy on it. He'll catch up. Even though he read till the last second, right before the podcast, to catch up to these chapters.
I will get it this week. Guys, I've been reading too much Record of Immortality. So I got to chill on that for a bit. But, yeah, we should be good.
Damn Reincarnation went crazy.
11 out of 10, bro.
Yeah.
It was actually insane.
100% on this edge of my seat excitement.
It was so insane. I was seeing it in other novels. People were commenting about Damn Reincarnation.
Really?
Yeah. I kept seeing it. They were like, Damn Reincarnation, this, Damn Reincarnation. I was like, what's happening, bro? I was so excited to read. But alright, this is, anything else you want to add?
No.
Alright, this has been episode 35
Yes.
of Light Novel Fiends Podcast, guys. See you later.
Peace.